Hello, I'm Celestine. Welcome to this standing only thigh and glute workout. We're going to be using the P.ball, and this is a foundational class. So before you begin, I recommend not wearing any shoes so you can get better activation throughout all your muscles, including the feet. And then if you do not have the P.ball, you can also use a Pilates ball and a booty band, or just use your own body resistance as an option. With that, let's start our warm-up. All right, you're gonna stand up nice and tall, and I want you to roll your feet inwards towards each other to collapse your arches, and then you're gonna roll your feet out to the outside edges of your foot. And what we're gonna do is gonna just move the joints and try to activate the muscles in our feet, get the better nerve connectivity so we have better awareness throughout our whole body, starting from the feet, taking it all the way to our head. So just little rolls in and out of the feet. And just feel the floor and what it's doing and how your muscles have to contract and release with each movement. Last two. And last one. Now you're going to lift up one heel and feel the bottom of your foot stretch, take it down, lift up the other heel, stretch, and take it down. Lift and stretch. Nice job. Last three. 2 and 1. Now pick up both of your feet and lift up. If you need to, hold on a chair. Feel free to do so. Really use your core. Lengthen through your spine as you're doing this. Get nice and tall and keep your spine straight in that neutral position as you raise your heels and lower. If you notice that your feet are rolling out like this, take your lift a little bit lower, or again, hold on to something so that you're not rolling those heels out. Try to keep them underneath you. You got 2 more. And 1 more. Step now your foot to the front square of, or the front corner of the mat, and just do a little rotation through your hip. And then step it to the back corner of your mat or to the corner of the room. So just a little rotation through the hip, just to loosen up anything that may feel kind of tight, starting from the glutes to the quads to the inner thighs. And you're just stepping forward and backwards over to 1 o'clock and to 5 o'clock, but keeping the foot really close underneath your body, like if you were at shoulder distance apart. Good. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Switch it, take it to the other side, same thing. Rotate. So you're moving this stance hip, and then we're stepping the other foot to the front and back corners of our mat, or the front and back corner of the room. You're just trying to get the movement all from the hip, not from your knee. You also will get the movement from your foot as you're doing this. You got last 3. Should feel really nice. 2. And 1. Now, step your feet really wide. Keep your toes looking forward. Don't turn those toes out. And you're going to sit into your one hip, push your butt back behind you, and shift all your weight into that thigh, and feel the inner thigh lengthen as you do this. Feel the glute turn on. And then you take it back up to standing position, do the other side. Push your butt back, knee does not come forward. Don't let that knee come forward. Keep that knee as best you can in line with the heel or kind of at the midfoot. And take it up. I'll show you from the side. So you push the butt back. See how the knee does not go past my toes. Try to keep the knee in the foot area. And up, push back, and up. 2 more each side. Push that booty back. Get the stretch in the butt. Now as you're doing this, notice your spine. Did you round in your spine when you're doing this? Try to keep your back nice and straight. Keep your chest showing off. And release. Take your feet together, same motion now. Push your hips back behind you and feel your glutes lengthen. Feel your hamstrings stretch. And then take it back up to nice tall stance. Push your hips back and release. What you don't want to do is bend from your back and keep your legs straight. We want to try to push the hips back, keep the knees locked in cement in line with your heel, and then let the butt come up. Pretend you're trying to close a car door with your butt, and you take it up. And again, don't let your back round as you're doing this. Try to keep that back nice and straight, lengthen through your spine, and you'll feel all the muscles on the back side of your body stretch. You got last 3. Hinging through the hips. This is a hinge pattern. 2 and 1. And then finally, march your knees up towards your chest and just feel how you have to balance as you're doing this, and feel your hip flexor warm up. Feel your abdominals start to engage. You got 4. Nice job. 3. Switching those feet every time. 2. And finally, butt kicks. Kick your butt with your heel and kick. Stretching the front side of your thighs, just like we stretch the back side of our thighs. Butt kicks. You got 4. 3. And then we'll get on our ball. 2. And final 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to start with the balls just at knee height, so just above the knees. The way you get on the ball is you step one foot, as I did, into the side that doesn't have the clips, and then you unclip it, and you either can clip it around your ankles, or you can clip it around your thighs, wherever is good for you. But if you did it around your ankles, then you'll pull it up like a pair of pants. Pull it up just above those thighs, and you'll have it spaced with the ball between where your thighs are. We're going to start with the glutes. So just like you did a minute ago, I want you to sit into your thighs. Start to feel the quads engage, and as you're sitting, make sure that you're not rounding in your butt. Don't let your knees come super far forward. Keep them kind of over where your feet are, and push your butt back behind you. We're going to step out to the side. Little step, take it in. Little step, take it in. And then go directly to the other side and do the same thing. And what you start to feel is that the glutes, every time you're pushing against the band, have to contract to make you do this motion. So you get a nice butt activation as you're doing this. We're going to do this here for 30 seconds, just stepping side to side, pushing against the band, warming up the hips, getting everything nice and active. Good. And just little presses side to side. Breathe into it. Good. 10 more seconds. And then when you're ready, stay on one side. We're going to stick out the foot. So you're going to tap your heel down, leg out to the side, and don't let the knee on your non-moving leg collapse inwards. That knee stays in line with your second toe. Step your foot back in. Step it out. Step it in. Out. In. Little presses. And you can move your arms if you'd like. You can have your hands by your side. We're focusing today on the thighs and the glutes. So that's going to be the main thing we're concentrating on and giving our max attention to. You got last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay here. That knee you were just standing on, push the leg out and in. Out and in. Push. Against that band. Keep resistance the whole time in the band and feel that glute engaging. Press. Press. Rolling through the foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, and now tap your foot to the back angle and lift your heel up. Heel up, heel down. Back corner, and up. Back, up. Good. Yes. Press. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that foot in 1. This time, pick up the heel and same thing. 8, 7, 6, 5. On that leg that you just weren't moving a second ago. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your foot back behind you and in. Keep this knee bent, back behind you, in. Back, in. Still sitting in this thigh. Breathe. Good, you got 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your foot in and keep the heel up. Now, just like we did in the warm-up, push your butt behind you and sit even deeper into your hip, and then come up and squeeze your butt when you come up. I'll show you from the side. Heel is up, sit back, and come up. Sit back. You can put your hand on your glute to feel it contract and lift, and then you press your hips back. Again, what you're not doing is moving just from your back. That's not what you're doing. Pretend there's a string on your pant and you're pulling your butt back as that string is pulling you back and tugging you behind every time. You got 8, 7, excellent job, 6, 5, and 4. Last 3. You got this. 2. Almost there. 1. Shake it out. Whew. Let's walk it out side to side. 30 seconds. Go. Just walk it out. Walk it out. Breathe. Good. Nice side movements. Laterally, side to side. Pressing against that band. Again, focusing that your knees don't fall inward. Keep those knees pushing against the band. But the band isn't on your knees. It's just above those knees. So you really have to work the outer thigh. Last 10 seconds. And then we'll go to the other side. How are we doing so far? You should feel a lot on that one leg and not on the other one. Okay, ready for it? So get into your sit. Nice and soft. Knees are soft. Back is straight, not rounding. Chest is proud. Now, I'll show you from the side here. This leg doesn't move. You step your foot out, put the heel down, and take it in. Step the foot out, take it in. Step. Good. From the front, this knee does not fall inwards. If that happens, you're not using the butt muscle, so really push against the band. Breathe. Good job. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay there and just push the leg out and in. Out and in on the opposite leg that you just were standing on. Getting that external, internal rotation through the femur, into the hip socket, keeping your pelvis nice and still, and getting the glute to contract every time you're pushing against the band. Last 3. Back corner is next in 2. Heel is up, and 1. Take it back, flat heel. Back, in. You're going on the diagonal. Now your leg doesn't move. You're stabilizing through it. You're pressing. Good. Breathe. Stay seated in that thigh. You don't have to go super low. And last 3, 2, final 1. Good. Pick up the heel on that other foot and again, push the leg out and release. Leg out, release. Squeeze. Press. You got 5, 4. You should get a little bit bigger range of motion now that that heel is up. 3. Drop the heel in 2. And 1. Take it to the back. Back and in. Back. Again, check your stance knee. Did you let it fall inward? Is your foot collapsing like we did at the beginning of the warm-up? Lift up your foot and keep that arch in that neutral position. Don't roll to the outside of your foot. Don't roll to the inside of your foot. Keep it neutral. You got last 3, 2, and final 1. Stay there, and now push your butt behind you. Push behind you, and come up. Push behind you, and come up. Again, that string is pulling your pant, and you release it. Little lift. Keep it small. Don't go super big. Feel the glute engage. You got 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Whew. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Release the hips. Give it a little forward and rock back. Open up the hip flexors into the glutes. And then give it a little circle just to release everything. Make yourself feel back to your normal position of the muscles. And when you're ready, we're going to take it in and work the thighs now. So inner thighs are next. We did a little bit of outer thigh and mostly glutes. Inner thighs are next. Same thing. You're going to stand up tall, and you're going to step your foot out to the side nice and wide. Next, I want you to breathe in. When you exhale, lift up your foot and squeeze the ball. And you'll feel those inner thighs light up. If you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. Take your feet nice and wide, and then feet back together and squeeze the ball nice and tight. So you step out, exhale, squeeze the ball, inhale, exhale, squeeze the ball. When you squeeze the ball, also flatten your belly and engage your abdominals. This will help you with that nice pelvis stability, spine stability. Squeeze, inhale, squeeze, out, squeeze, out, squeeze. You got 8. Nice and tall through your body. And I'm not bending in my legs as I do this. Knees are straight, butt is straight. I'm not focusing on the glutes right now. I'm focusing more on the thighs. Good. Little steps. It's kind of like you're doing a 2-step dance. And take it in. And squeeze. Last 2. If you need to hold on to something, grab a chair. And 1. Now you're going to stay here and open the leg all the way and squeeze the ball. Open nice and tall. Squeeze. Don't lock your stance leg. Keep it soft, but still squeeze, and then let it all go when you lift that leg out to the side. You got last 3, last 2, last 1. Stay there, little mini squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Drop your foot in 3. Heel is up in 2, and 1. Now, little squeezes again. 8, 7. Open it all the way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it small, and 1. Little squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it out. Just little walk-its, little squeezes. Little squeezes. You ready for it? We're going to go to the other side. And 3. And 2. And 1. Okay, so step it out. Pick up the foot, balance and squeeze. Don't lock your stance knee. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Then take it out and squeeze. This time, when you do the squeeze, I want you to turn your toes in. Step it wide, neutral toes, pick up and squeeze, turn your toe in, and squeeze with those toes turned in. Nice job. So neutral toe facing forward, knee picks up, toe turns in, and other toes in and squeeze. You got 8 of these. Step, knee lifts, toe in, squeeze. 7, knee lifts, toe in, squeeze. Out, up, down, and squeeze. Out, up, down, and squeeze. Now toes out. Step, up, toe turns out, and you squeeze. Forward toe, knee lifts, toe turns out, heel comes in and squeeze. 4 more. Toe neutral. In. It's a little bit of brain coordination. You got this. Toe forward, pick up the knee, toe turns out, 3 more. Forward, knee lifts, toe out, 2 more. Forward, knee, out, and squeeze out. Forward, knee, out, and out, squeeze. Good. Now, toe forward, stay up here, and lift the leg, squeeze the ball. Lift the leg, squeeze. Feel your thighs engage. Breathe. You got 4 more. And 3. And then we do the little squeezes. And 2. And 1. Little squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5. Super small. 4. Drop that foot in 3. 2 to the floor. And 1. Open the knee. Squeeze the ball. And again, you're not sitting in your hip. You're just standing nice and neutral. We'll sit in the hip later. Good. Big range of motion. Opening the leg externally and squeeze back to neutral. Last 2 And then stay in that small position in 1. Little squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Woo. Little circles through the hips. Release everything. And reverse it. Little circles. Now we're going to go for a stretch in our inner thigh and work the outer thighs. This one, if you need, again, hold on to something. It's pretty big range of motion. So grab a chair, hold a countertop, or whatever, maybe a kid's head. Maybe you have your spouse hanging out here and you're just like, hang onto my hand. All right, so you're going to go back into that nice wide stance. You're going to sit into the hip like we did in the warm-up, and then come out of it and lift the leg and squeeze the glute. So you sit into it. If this doesn't feel good for you, just point your toe on the floor. Sit into the hip and lift. Sit into the hip. Now, when you're doing this sit, again, don't let your knee come forward. Keep the knee back, butt is back. Lift up, flex the foot, and then sit. You got 8 of these. 8. Nice slow sit. 7. 6. 5. Good job. 4. 3. And 2. Stay up there in 1. Little lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Lean away. 3, 2, 1. Kick your foot back. 8, 7. Again, you need to hold on to something. 6, 5. Flex the toe. 3, 2, 1. Little lifts to the back corner. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Whew. Other side. Sit into the hip and lift. Sit and lift. Sit, lift. Good, you got 8. Find that motion. Don't rush into this. Leg is straight but not locked on the non-moving leg. Breathe. Feel that outer hip, outer glute engage. And whew, you got 4, 3, 2, hold it up there. 1, 8, 7, doesn't matter about the height. 6, as long as you feel that thigh working. 5, lean away. 4, 3, 2, kick it back. 1, press it back. 8, 7, super small, feel it from the butt. 6, 5, oh boy, lost my balance. 4, 3, 2, and 1, little lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Final move, shake it out. We're gonna go to those thighs, opening up everything. So you're going to step your foot to the back corner of your mat. Don't let your knees fall in. Knees are going to watch the toes, the second toe the whole time. And then take it back in. So you step back and you take it in. You can add your arms if you want to just kind of sway them around your body, and you take it in. You sit into the thighs when you step your foot back, and you stand up tall when you take it in. Now, when you take it in, I want you to squeeze the ball and then let the ball go. Squeeze the ball and let it go. We got 8. Step, sit, step. And you can even look when you're doing this. You don't have to look at the camera as you're doing this, but you're stepping to that back corner of your mat, back corner of the room, and you're sitting and you're squeezing. Last 3, last 2, last 1, other side. Step it back, squeeze the ball. Step it back, squeeze, feel your thighs working. So you get a stretch in the thigh, and then you shorten it and you squeeze everything tight. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good job, 2, and 1. Final move. This one's a little bit tricky, but I want you to do this for a little bit of hip movement. Whew. Okay, so you're going to move your hips, face them to the corner of the mat, and then you're going to toe tap out, and you're going to sit in your hip. And then you come back to straight position. So you move your hip, your foot is out, and you sit in that hip, and you take it up. In one motion, sit into it, take it up. Foot goes to the front corner, and your butt pushes behind you, and you twist your hips to face the other corner of the mat. Little sit and rotate, take it up. Sit and rotate, take it up. Feel that huge stretch in your glutes as you're doing this. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. That one's really tricky. We'll go again, and I'm going to show you from this side. So you twist your hips, then you toe tap your foot to the corner, and you push your butt back and you sit. From the front, it looks like this. Rotate, toe to the corner, and sit back, and take it in. So you rotate, twist, and sit. It's kind of a tricky movement, but you got this. This just allows those hips to mobilize and stretch in different directions that maybe you don't do in real life because you tend to sit a lot or you're just really tight in your hips. This will help loosen up those hips. Good. So you got 8 of these. Twist and sit. If you can't get this right today, no problem. Just keep practicing. Or maybe you just do a toe tap to the front. You just toe tap for today. Or maybe you just work on your twists from the hips, not from your low back. Get the twist from your hips. Good. You got 4 more. 3, and 2, and 1, and we are done. Nice job. So take off the ball, and let's get a huge stretch. Don't leave. You always want to make sure you cool down so that your body goes into muscle building mode and not just in that elevated cortisol mode. So when you have a lot of high cortisol, it's hard to build muscle. So we want to down-regulate our nervous system using our breath, stretching, and just relaxing your body so that we can start to build beautiful muscle and also go back to digesting our food so we get all the nutrients we need to be able to build our muscle. Okay, so feet are nice and wide, just beautiful hip circles just to release any tension, tightness you may have felt in your hips. And reverse it. Awesome job. And now you're going to slide your hands on your thighs and kind of roll down. Reach your hands to the floor and just kind of let your back go. If this doesn't feel good for you, just go where you feel comfortable. Put your hands maybe on your thighs, or maybe you hold onto a chair as you're doing this. Let your head go. Feel the hamstrings lengthen, the glutes lengthen. Now you're going to bend your knees and lower your butt towards the floor. And then straighten your knees and let the butt go up towards the ceiling. Lower and bend. And straighten. You got 4 of these. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Gently roll up. And then kick your heel to your butt just to open up the front side of your thighs. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your feet nice and wide. Put your hands on one thigh and shift your weight onto that thigh, and you'll feel your inner thigh stretch. And you take it up. Go to the other side. And take your feet back in. We're going to focus on our breath, moving through our body. Take your arms out to a big T. Big inhale. Exhale, let your arms float down. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Take your arms forward. Inhale. One more time. And take your arms back, palms facing down. It looks like I'm going to a T, but I'm taking my arms back. And then final big breath in, bend your knees, arms overhead, huge, 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 huge stretch through your body. Exhale, let it all go. One more time. Big breath in. Close your eyes. Exhale slowly, let it all go. And there you have it. This was your thigh and glute workout using the P.ball standing only. I hope you all enjoyed that. Please write comments below of what you would like to see next. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.